hanging from a thread till you dead. Cause your partner put a price on your head. Cause your chick was laying up in his bed. She getting details, spilling every word that you said. She working retail, thirsty bitch just trying to get ahead. If history tell us anything, y'all both end up dead. It's just a street tale, a fable, some shit someone said. Sit at the table and hope there's more to offer than bread. Pulled out the cradle, first steps you getting chased by a fed. No head starts, just body parts and lead sparks. Old religion, brand new hate and weak hearts. Oligarchs, krakens, dragons, you see sharks. Imagine you could manage to maneuver the deep part. You a savage, you can have it, just show all your teeth sharp. If you could grab it, you could stab it, just aim for the bleeding heart. The ones that show compassion, the soldier that seeks art. Does the artist that wage war take over or take part? Taking a knee, thinking no one faithful is me. I'm good people in bad lands, no evil live within me. I mind mine, I survive, find this lands for the free. If I'm mistaken, I'm forsaken, no one rescuing me. Residual effects, straight bullets through familiar necks. For any number of infractions that I deem disrespect. Your beliefs, you deserve better, but we both in the shit. You just haven't come to grips with it yet. Fight or flight, and they ain't really nowhere to go. If your back is against the wall and you ain't throwing no blows, you gon' crumble in the rubble, become blood in the snow. If you a victim, they collect them, grab the body and go. Dig them and ditch them, total disregard for the soul. Gas them and lit them, watch the flesh burn in the glow. Where we live and catch a shiver, this a hell you don't know. Your best hope is that your dying ain't slow, or your dying's a show. Where we at, it's every man for his own. A bloody backdrop, where killers just zone and slice flesh to the bone. Masked and gloved up front of your home. A flash of gun, but the side of your dome. Fresh blood from a stone, dents in your sense. Kick your fucking ball through the fence, dare you to say something. No sense in sitting around in suspense. Find out what's next, open your fucking mouth, disrespect. See the extent of how my life is intense. She beautiful and oppressed in a permanent summer dress. She a servant and still she blessed. Children cradled against her breast, whispering prayers, wishing their souls the best, knowing that they forgotten, not forgetting they're blessed. The bloodiest red lights, just piles of dead life. Something must be broken, the glyphs wasn't read right. You think them Bible papers was shed light? Yeah, right. Burn after reading, tell the preacher I'm leaving.
New tonight.
What is poppin', people? Welcome back to the Ill Cartel. I am your host, Shy Ill, and we are back in the building. Salutes to you for joining me on this lovely hump day evening. Hope everybody's been busy at work getting that money this week.
Millions.
Salutes to y'all for joining me tonight. We got a couple of things to talk about. What is popping, people? What's good? Salutes. Welcome. Let's get it. Shout out to the chat. 100's up. Make sure you get your likes in. The numbers definitely ain't numbering. Right? We 6 to 12. We 50% ratio right now, man. That's not good, man.
Coño, man.
What's popping, y'all? All right. Shout out Xavier. We'll get to Xavier's comment in a second. Shout out Shannon. Greetings, Shine Chat. Salutes. Salutes to Shannon. Salutes Zoraida. Hola, Shai. Buenas tardes. Happy and blessed midway to Friday. Hope you're having a good week so far. So far, so good, man. We're trying to stay productive around here. All right, hit that like button, y'all. Get this.
Jonathan Pantria sent $2 hashtag salutes Chiel my brother hashtag Il Cartel member San chat hashtag hope you are all having a blessed and grateful hashtag hanging out doing hoodrat shit with my friends Wednesday hashtag Chapo cooperating hashtag Chapitos lawyer letters hashtag like and subscribe to the great quality content hashtag support the channel hashtag it's free.
JP already know everything that's going on and shit. He's been, he's a man about town. He got his face in the news, all right? Salutes to JP for the $2 power chat. Salute Shy Il, my brother Il members and chat, Il Cartel members and chat. Hope y'all having a blessed and grateful hanging out doing hood rat shit with my friends Wednesday.
But I wanted to do hood rat stuff with my friend.
Hashtag Chapo's cooperating. Chapitos lawyer letters. Like and subscribe to the great quality content. Support the channel. It's free. Don't cost you a damn thing. Salutes to you, JP. Salutes to your ghillie suit. All right. I appreciate you. Thank you for the power chat. All right. We'll see you in the chat tonight. Salutes. All right. Boom. Shout out Zoraida. Shout out 3232. Salutes. Shout out Elizabeth. Hello, Elizabeth. Hope you had a blessed day, everyone. Salutes to you. Hope you had a blessed day. Shout out Tere. Hi, chat. Hi, chat. Look, I said that shit all Spanish and shit. Said that shit like my mom said. Hi, chat. Hi, chat. Hope everyone's good. Salutes. Happy hump day, everyone. Wipe your feet on the way in and hit the like button. All right? Wipe your feet on the way in, man. All right? We throw some booties over your shoes. Throw some soul protectors on your shit. How you walking around here? All right, hit that like button. Let's get it. Salute Steady, salute Shannon. Shout out Velez on the check-in. Velez está un poquito Pedro today. Un poquito Pedro, all right? Look, he's spelling shit wrong. The boy a little lit, man. He's me on, he's me like 3 hours into a bar stream. You know what I mean? Let's see. Shout out Velez. All right, the Padres went up from Southern California, went up to Northern California and whooped some ass up there today. But Velez enjoyed the sunshine and shit, but he left that motherfucker sad, crying and shit. What's up with my... Hold on. I lowered... No, mom. Hold on, I gotta go check something. I lowered my some of the sound effects in here. And now I'm missing one completely. Hold on. I need the tears. Can't be without the tears. Let us see. Oh, that's what happened here. I see what happened here. Okay. Boom. We're back. I think we're back. Yeah, gotta have the tears. Gotta have the tears. Salutes. That was Velez on the way back from the game and shit. All right, shout out Big June on the check-in. Salutes to you, sir. What's up, bro? Salutes. And to the usual suspects, let's remember to tap the like button, dog. All right, shout out to the Nightbot for being consistent. Salutes to y'all. Shout out Big June. You just want to do hood rat stuff with your friend.
I want to do hood rat stuff with my friend.
Shout out my brother Oso on the check-in. Shout out chat 100. Hit that like button on the way in. All right, no mommy's wait.
No mommy's wait. Shout out Ricky Bobby. Ricky Bobby, I was wondering if you're going to be here. We need the next chapter, all right? We probably ain't going to get to it right now, but please stick around. HG will show up. We're going to need the next chapter. We need to know the new developments in your life, all right? We need to know the new developments. For those that don't know, it's an ongoing saga for Ricky Bobby, all right? Ricky Bobby is finding healing, you know, in some of the wrong places and some of the right places. But salutes to him. Yeah. But let's lit right now. He didn't fall asleep, so props to him. But we'll be checking in on you throughout the evening. Make sure that you awaken this motherfucker. We don't have to cancel your fucking contract and put you in the bathroom. Put him in a fucking bed, you might fall asleep. Can't fall asleep. Don't fall asleep on us. That boy, he put a picture in the Discord of 2 giant bolsotas. He had bolsotas. He had beers, fucking glizzies and crab sandwiches and shit. Boom. Shout out Quasi on the check-in. Salutes. All right. Let's see. I think we good. Shout out Tony. Dope intro, bro. The flow is sick. I appreciate you. Thank you. Shout out Ricky Bobby. I'm a passenger right now and in and out of cell service, or I join. We'll be looking for you later. See if you're still around. Hey, get to where you got to get to, Papa. You got responsibilities to the community.
Your services are no longer needed in the community.
Who the bumbo clot?
All right, man. Salute to y'all. I appreciate y'all. Let's get to it. Hit the like button if you have yet to do so. We are actively starting our 7 o'clock live streams, all right? Starting our 7 o'clock Central Time live streams. We're trying to make that a habit around here to try to be a little bit more fair to the East Coast. The West, y'all got it good. And people like Primo still be complaining. But the East got it bad. You know, I'm starting my streams at 9 at night. They yawning and shit already. Talking about, I que trabajar mañana. I got to go to work tomorrow. Coño, man. All right, boom. Again, hit that like button. Let's get it. We're going to start with, we got more check-ins. Salutes. He got an update. Shout out Marcus Peterson, checking in from Wisconsin. Salutes to Wisconsin. Thank you for coming through. Shout out Ricky Bobby. She's at my house now, and I've come to the conclusion this is my life, and she's planning the wedding. God damn. Listen, I tell you one thing, bro. I'm just gonna tell you one thing, bro. Don't let her give up her apartment. Don't let her let that other dude get a new roommate, man. Don't do it. Shout out shout out Ricky Bobby, Upper Peninsula, 5 minutes from the Wisconsin border. Shout out Big June. Ricky Bobby, I know you lying. No, he's not lying. He sound very truthful right now. He sound like he surrendered. Shout out Tere. Exactly why I've been falling asleep. See, you just made Georgia look bad, all right? Shout out JP. He ghost listening somewhere, you know. Rest in peace, Pimp C used to say, Atlanta ain't the South. Atlanta's the East Coast. And you just cemented that shit. You know what I'm saying? Salute to Tere. That's exactly why I've been falling asleep. Well, you got an extra hour to keep awake. If we catch you asleep before that extra hour,
Put him in a fucking bed, you might.
we gotta put you in the fucking bed. All right, salutes. Let's get it. Let's start this. All right. We've talked for a long time on this channel about how the irony of certain cartel bosses and characters and the ironies of how they treat people to the fucking crime that they do. The crime that they do when they're in prison. We know Chapo's been crying for a while now. He's been saying that he's cold, that he's hungry, that he wants a softer pillow. He's been saying all of these things. And we've also had the questions arise where people say, hey, you think he knew what's going on with this with the kidnapping of El Mayo? You think he knew? And we said, well, you know, they are in prison. And some people said, nah, they're in ADX. Impossible. Oh, shit.
Jonathan Pantria sent $2. Velas, we need some answers. What were in them old bowl sodas? You almost started a gang war interstate. What hat was you rockin'? Shout out to you and your food. Why saca la bolsita? Shout out my homie Ricky Bobby. Tara, exactly what Chi just said about ATL.
All right, shout out JP for the $2 power chat. Velez, we need some answers. What were in them bolsotas? You almost started a gang war interstate. What hat was you rocking? Shout out to you and your food. Y saca la bolsita. Shout out to my homie Ricky Bobby. Tere, exactly what Shai said about ATL. She done put them on the East Coast, man. Are they the dirty South? Are they the East Coast? I don't know, man. You got to ask Pimp C, man. He rest in peace. All right. Hit that like button if you have yet to do so. Salutes to JP for the $2 power chats. Velez, he don't care about your reception. Velez, reception right now sounds like this, JP. Right? But JP don't give a shit about your reception, all right?
We do not care.
He wants answers. He wants answers. So make sure you give him answers, bro. Shout out JP. Shout out Ricky Bobby, bro. I wish I was lying. I'd have a better life. It doesn't sound so bad right now. You just got a squatter. Lo cagó el gallo.
Yo vivo tranquila con los peces.
Cagó el gallo. Cállate, hijo de puta.
Shout out JP. So, we had people ask, you think he knew about this? Do you think they're communicating about that? We gave up the ADX, but we also said, hey, they've done it before, right? They was communicating the whole time. The other times he was in prison, them lawyers have been communicating back and forth for years, right? We saw that with Vicente's case and Garciola, Vicente's lawyer, sending messages. We know Frank Perez is giving us messages from El Mayo. So there was always a possibility. Now, them talking to each other back and forth between prisons, I don't know. We thought about that with the lawyers and shit like that, but people were like, no, it's ADX. Well, supposedly, that's what was happening. We're going to look into it. I haven't followed it. I haven't read the letters. I haven't looked into it. I have been waiting to do it with you, and we are here. All right, so salute to y'all. Hundreds up in the chat. Let's get it. Bow. I bet they were talking about breaking him out. That'd be crazy. I don't know that he'd be talking to somebody in prison about breaking him out. They'd be like, why you? Why not me first? Shout out Big June. JP's out there honeycomb hideout. Sniper rifle in the bushes. Yeah. I told him he got to come outside today. He been big timing around here, right? Hit that like button if you have yet to do so, y'all. Shout out there. We the East Coast time. I'm speaking on me. I'm not a Southerner. I just live here. I'm Colorado born. I get tired at night. Life has been so. I hear you. We just talking shit about your East Coast life. Salutes. Shout out JP. Saludos Zoraida.
Hubby Angel 2309 just subscribed on YouTube.
Somebody better check on their husband. He's in our chat. Salutes. All right. Shout out Hubby Angel for the subscription. I appreciate you. Let me also blow these up because I've had these alerts on low since that last episode we did. It's doing very well. Make sure y'all check out the video we did with Jason and Jay Flores. There will be 2 more parts to it. It's doing well. If you haven't seen it, check it out. If you only saw the live stream, check it out. Hit the like button, give it a play. Mute it and put it in the background, whatever works for you. But let's keep that bad boy going. I appreciate y'all. Yeah, I got him, Pick a Trick. Shout out Pick a Tricks. I forwarded the letters in the chat recently. Yeah, I took them from there. I got them lined up already. Appreciate it. Thank you. Shout out Pick a Tricks on the check-in. All right, shout out 3232. Appreciate you. Also salutes OG Ranch Holder. Happy hump day. Pick a Trick salutes. Let's get it.
New tonight from the NBC5 Chicago investigative team, an El Chapo doubleheader for you. First, the outrageous request in a new handwritten letter from the notorious drug lord. And second, fresh questions about whether the drug kingpin has been trying to run his drug cartel from inside America's most secure prison, the Supermax. Our investigative reporter Chuck Gowdy joining us in studio now with late details on both. Chuck.
Allison, there has never been an escape from the Colorado Supermax prison since it opened in 1994. Tonight, the incarcerated drug magnate known as El Chapo had an escape plan, but not the daring kind he previously used to break out of jail in Mexico, a contraband motorcycle through a secret tunnel. El Chapo's new plan to escape America's most secure prison was simply to ask for officials to hold open the door for him. Joaquin El Chapo Guzman became a billionaire running the Sinaloa drug cartel in Mexico that federal law enforcement agents say is still responsible for the lion's share of all illicit drug sales in Chicago. A decade ago, El Chapo was caught in a firefight in Mexico, extradited to the U.S. and sentenced to life in prison. Top security prison in Colorado where no...
Hold on, did it freeze on us? It froze on us, didn't it? Every time I do, this new OBS fucking sucks. We're back. Every single time. Hold on, I'm waiting to see the signal come back. Every single time. Make sure y'all back out of y'all apps and back into it. Sometimes that affects y'all too. Every single time since this new OBS update, I open up an asset on the screen. It freezes, which is stupid.
No one has ever escaped in more than 30 years. A decade ago, El Chapo was caught in a firefight in Mexico, extradited to the U.S. and sentenced to life in prison. Here at the nation's Supermax, top security prison in Colorado, where no one has ever escaped in more than 30 years of operation. Now, in a series of new pen and paper letters from El Chapo himself, the world's premier drug trafficker claims his jailhouse treatment is inhumane.
Look at all that English, boy.
English, motherfucker, do you speak it?
Damn. Now, is that his handwriting, though?
His conviction wrongful.
I don't think that's his handwriting. That don't look like no amigo handwriting.
Amigo!
And he's asking to be deported and allowed to serve his life sentence in Mexico. Chapo's trial judge, Brian Cogan, is a Chicago native and graduate of University of Illinois. In this ruling on Tuesday, New York Judge Cogan says Chapo's documents make no sense and none of them have legal merit. Request denied.
He's in a United States prison and he's not happy about it. And obviously he tried to write a letter to the judge and it was shut down like it should be.
Mike Gannon is a former top official at the...
Wait, what did he say in the letter?
On Tuesday, New York Judge Cogan says Chapo's documents make no sense and none of them have legal merit. Request denied.
He's in a United States prison and he's not happy about it. And obviously he tried to write a letter to the judge and it was shut down like it should be.
Mike Gannon is a former top official at the Drug Enforcement Administration Chicago Division. Gannon and I talked about this new report by a Mexican news agency that claims El Chapo has managed to communicate with his sons from the U.S. Supermax prison, quoting a confidential report last year from the U.S. Bureau of Prisons. 2 of Chapo's sons are charged in Chicago and in federal custody here.
Yeah, I mean, Chuck, that doesn't surprise me one bit. Just like the way these drug traffickers and people like El Chapo operate, they look for any vulnerability they can, and they're criminals, and they're going to do anything they can with any vulnerability that's exposed to them. So it's no surprise to me he's trying to get messages back to, what's alleged with family members, and other people are even trying to make threats.
Listen, you could put a criminal in a cage, but you're not gonna. That's his job. His job is to try to get out that motherfucker. Your job is to keep him in. Your job is for there not to be no leaks in him communicating. That's your job. He's doing his job.
Confidential Bureau of Prisons report last year found that El Chapo had used an intermediary to deliver coded messages to his adult children regarding their ongoing criminal enterprise.
See, they barely got to that piece of the story right here. And they got all this El Chapo escape plan. Listen, even the Channel 5 News, which we already know they do. I played y'all the video of all of these news stations saying the same drop. But all clickbait. His El Chapo's escape plan. Let me write letters and open the door. Right? And now right here at the end, in this last 10, 15, 30 seconds or whatever, he speaks on the communications between him and his children. This whole time it's been about these letters.
Chapo had used an intermediary to deliver coded messages. A confidential Bureau of Prisons report last year found that El Chapo had used an intermediary to deliver coded messages to his adult children regarding their ongoing criminal enterprise. That was said to have happened despite El Chapo being held under an ongoing and exceedingly...
Okay, well, they said a year ago. See, why is it news today? Somebody explain that to me. All of the things that I heard about this story through my peripheral, because I was doing things and I couldn't really pay attention to it, and I don't like to, watch these things until I'm here with y'all. I don't want all of the information. I want the information. I want to have it handy, but I don't want to know I don't want the spoiler. The whole time, everybody that's pushing this story has been selling it as he's talking to his children that are in prison right now. Chuck Gowdy just made it seem like he's talking to his children that were free. So I feel like everybody's clickbaiting the shit in a different way. And not just this story, every single story. And I guess that's the name of the game, but it seems very psyop-y. Like marketing is already a trick. They're just taking it to the next level. Just let me lie to you. More hands-on entertainment. JP, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm glad you did a repeat. I swear I almost OVO. I was wondering, since when are we sponsored by Drake? You lost me. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. Mexican Mafia member was the only one killed out on the yard. That's why they don't have yards anymore. Besides, I feel like clapping alive, or if you want, I can find the radio interview. Nah, she don't need all that, JP. She don't need all that. She got the point. All right, shout out Pimp C, though. Yeah, no. The history of the whole shit, no, we broke it down pretty decent. Yes. Or you can put the video in the fucking Discord. She said, I stay up here. Nah, man. Home. Home is where the heart is. Hit that like button if you have yet to do so. Okay, so they brought up some old shit today about him. The investigation was a year ago. So how long before that did this take place? Let's see if we find another story. Shout out Kenny. What up? Cheerleader here. Salutes. Better late than never. I appreciate you. Thank you for being here. Hit that like button. Let's get it.
Strict special lockdown. Prison agency officials tonight have not responded to NBC Chicago questions about the reported breach or whether anyone has been disciplined. Allison?
Chuck, thank you.
Small business accounting software.
He wanna he need a soft pillow, bro. Someone send him a soft pillow. Let's read these letters, though. Since he just spoke about the letters, we'll get to the other stuff. But since he just spoke about the letters, let's talk about that. All right. And I don't even have to translate. We good right now. Let's get it. Gotta zoom in though. This little baby writing and shit. I don't know. This look like a girl's writing to y'all. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Huh? This girl's writing. A woman wrote that. All right, hundreds up in the chat. I'll be out of pocket if I read this shit with an accent. It's his fault. Ain't nobody tell. Did he think, man, I've been writing to these people in Spanish for so long. They probably don't speak of the Spanish, and they're not reading my letters. Not, they have a translator that read it, and they still said, fuck this. But maybe they don't understand me, and I'm going to write it in English, because
This is America.
But I don't know, man. I don't know if that shit work.
English, motherfucker, do you speak it?
Shout out Tere. I think it's his writing. Listen, I would say that too if he wasn't his age. And you seen how old people write, right? But let's see if we can find any Spanish letters. Let's see. Let's see. Oh shit, we got letters here. Hold on. Hold on. Oh shit. It might be his writing. Vamos a ver. It might be his writing. This is in cursive though. Yeah, that would make sense too, right? Like he ain't gonna write in cursive an English letter. Alright, so here, let me pull this up. This is the English letter, and this is the Spanish letter in cursive. Yeah, I think you might be right. I think it could be. Let's see that A right there. Let's see this A right here. Where's an A? Let me see. Yeah, that might be his writing. I think it is. You right. Shout out the Bloodhound Gang leader, Tere, because she sniffed out his handwriting. I think it's his writing. Salutes upper echelon on the check-in.
Amigo.
Maybe he's just copying what someone wrote for him. That way it's in his writing. That could be possible too. Let's see the tough guys say they will take it like a man and not cry. No, they're tough. They're too tough, bro. They don't cry. Shout out to the Bloodhound Gang. Let's get it. Shout out Upper Echelon. Also, I read a post of someone saying how bad handwriting he used to have, and this could not be him. And I left a comment and said he has nothing but time to practice his penmanship. People grow. Yeah. Especially when you got something to say. He got a lot of writing to do. All right. If anybody wants to write to him, here's the return address right here. Shout out Upper Echelon. Blessings to Shy and everyone in the chat. Salutes. All right. This is to the U.S. District Judge Court. Theodore Roosevelt, United States Courthouse. All right. 225 Cabinet Plaza East, Brooklyn, New York. Extradition release. April 23rd, 2026. Hi.
Amigo.
Yeah, especially when you got something to say. Your life depends on it. You gotta write. Hi. To the District Court of Brooklyn, my name is Joaquin Guzman, that are fighting for an extradition release back to Mexico. Underline Mexico, just in case you missed it. And today, I've wrote several letters on the fairness of my appeal on the next date to get an equal treatment of the law. Right? You got to make sure he underlines some of these joints so that they don't miss it. This is a polite letter on my violation to the courts on the hardcore evidence that wasn't proven for my case dismissed. Right? This is a polite letter. I could have called you and said,
your services are no longer needed in the community.
I could have said, no, mommy's wake. You know what I mean? I could have called you names and told you I was going to tie you to a tree and boil you. But this is a polite letter on my violation to the courts on the hardcore evidence that wasn't proven for my case dismissed. Okay? I'm asking the district courts of my rights to be request back to my country, and I don't know what the fuck this is. Oh, and 800K? Huh? Is that 800K? I don't know what that is. Charges on the violation of my verdict for fairness in the federal law. Or in, yeah, I don't know. During my completion of my appeal has been met for a new trial, I'm also the partios. It's a new cereal, y'all. Partios of both country can emerge the policy together on getting me back to my country. AKA, figure it out. Get your fucking shine box.
Now go home and get your fucking shine box.
And get me home, bro. I'm trying to come home. Thanks to the U.S. District Judge of Brooklyn of this request, Joaquin Guzman. Bow. All right. There it is. That's number one. I'm upset about people dropping dumbass comments about prison or the life I grew up in visiting rooms and in the life people comment on. I hear you. But it's not surprising he's still sending out messages and targeting informants. I just hope it's not my family or me. Huh. Hold on. I need to see what they're talking about, because shout out Xavier. Xavier has a theory. Xavier was first. Let's get this before it's gone. Xavier, I don't know if I believe he was communicating with his sons. I think they're saying that so it's easier to dismiss and deny his claims, right? But I think it's easy for them to dismiss and deny his claims regardless. All right? But I don't know what he was talking to them about. I don't know if they've said that. I feel like everybody is just clickbaiting it. I feel like this is marketing. Somebody hired a PR or somebody's resident PR got to work. That's what it feels like. All right, let's get the second letter. Now this writing is different. Hold on, man. This writing seems a little different. Y'all tell me. This is more cursive, linked to the right style. Let me see if he wrote Brooklyn in this one. There's Brooklyn. Let's take a look at Brooklyn. And Brooklyn. Yeah. I guess he's getting better at it. This is 4 days later. No, see, this says April 20th. So this is before that one. He softened up his writing. He started writing straight up and down. I don't know, man. AI, what are we doing here? These gangsters always complain when they get the gangster reward. They get the gangster trophy. Then they don't want that shit. Let's get it. Hi.
Amigo.
To the district judge of, I don't know what the fuck that says. This is Joaquin Guzman from another country. that are asking for documents of my case. On these documents of the USA wasn't proven for my cruel punishment in the district courts of Brooklyn. I'm also asking for my file of the law on seeing how the jury came back with the wrongful violation of the court's deliberation. The verdict of my trial wasn't fair to my foreign policy on having a chance to dismiss my case, on not showing no hardcore evidence for my release. I'm also I don't know what that means. Starving over 3 years? No. Something. Over 3 years to my appeal has been met for a new trial on my Unseen Act law of the United States. Thanks to the judge on accepting my letter request or sending official documents on changing my verdict. Joaquin Guzman. I don't know that fool know what his handwriting looked like. How many times he write with him? He probably peeped it once. What do you think? Them guys sitting around writing poetry? Well, maybe. Quite possible. Let's see. Now, here's another one. The writing goes back straight up and down. This is from, I don't even see a date on this. But we got another one. And guess what? Even the signature looks different on this one, too. Even the signature looks different. All right? Let's see. All right, that's this signature. Look at that signature. Look at that signature. This signature. Now let's see this one. Oh, man. That one and that one seem the same. I guess. We didn't, Zoraida, sorry, I knew him well, but we didn't use paper contracts for me to know his writing. No, just and he probably just know what his numbers look like from just the first time he saw the logs. Had his pen in his paper. I don't know, man. All this handwriting looks vaguely similar and then different all at the same time. Let's get it. Hi.
Amigo.
My name is Joaquin from the country of Mexico that fights for my protection policy on getting my signature release on the wrongful verdict of the Eastern Courts. I'm writing on my behalf of the court's law that violated my evidence policy that was not hardcore for my wrongful conviction. The court lasted days of the judge and the judicial standpoint on seeking my case to be dismissed when it shows lack of evidence. I'm also on the extradite to America gave my country no authority to Mexico on keeping me housed in my own country where I was treated fairly while incarcerated. So fairly that they let your ass walk out, dig tunnels, do all kind of shit. Boy, you treated all kind of fair over there. Hit that like button if you have yet to do so. You treated all kind of fair over there. Where they treated me fairly. To my country where I was treated fairly while incarcerated. This is a polite, I didn't say fuck you. This is a polite letter to the district courthouse of the federal laws of the First Amendment to the Eighth Amendment was violated in the Brooklyn District Courts on my fairness. Thanks to the district court on my next appeal policy to be released on the Unseen Act of America was not proved from my deliberation. Now, this is why Judge Kogan said, I don't understand. He didn't say that. He said, it doesn't make sense and it has no law, function. Nothing.
English, motherfucker, do you speak it?
That's basically what he told him. All right? No Nintendo is what Judge Kogan had to say about that. All right? Let's see this last document here. 4/17/26, letter dated 4/9/26 from Joaquin to the appeal court. Letter dated 423, letter dated 420. So he did all this in a week. His writing changed a whole lot in a week, back and forth. All right, so he wrote letters, big deal. What did I tell you guys, man? News cycle. He could have farted. They would have told a story about it. He wrote letters in English. Maybe he got a little Chat GPT going on. Chat GPT would have misspelled more things in there, though. I think shit would have been more fucked up. But so what? He wrote letters. He's been writing letters for years. He's been writing letters for years. Bro, the news cycle is some bullshit. Make a story out of everything. Hit that like button if you have yet to do so. Marquise, they wildin'. 9 years ago, Chapo's lawyers wanted him released from solitary confinement. Somebody do a pressure check on Velez. Make sure he's still awake. This is how he's treated in prison. There's an hour by hour treated in prison. We probably should watch that. It's so long, though. We're going to have to do that shit in parts. This is how Chapo gets treated in prison. Hour by hour compilation. Do they got his writing fucking hours in there? I'm trying to find stuff on today's story. Who's he communicating with? Who's he communicating about? Here we go. Let's see what this is. Is this in Spanish? We don't got no English. Come on, your boy don't want to put in all of the work today. Let me see if y'all got some dubbing going on over here. La Silla Rota. Let's see what they talking about. Let's see if they got... Oh, they do. They got audio tracks. English, motherfucker.
English, motherfucker, do you speak it?
Yeah. He might sound like shit. He's going to be like... that's how the AI be talking and shit. El Chapo said that he'd be... That's how the fucking AI be talking. Shout out 298 on the check-in. Salutes to you, sir. Thank you for joining us. He's been in jail almost 10 years in America now. You don't think he learned English? I mean, it's possible. I know a lot of motherfuckers been in jail 25 years. You think they learned Spanish? Huh? Japanese and some shit? Sometimes a can't get right is just a can't get right. If he's in Colorado, why is it stamped by the Brooklyn office? Let me see. Well, he's writing to Brooklyn. And the return address is... I just threw these away. Let me see. What are you talking about, Elizabeth? These? These down here? Filed. Clerk's office. Brooklyn. But this says Florence. From Florence to Brooklyn. I believe that's 298. Shout out 298. Cerveza time. All right. Salutes for the 2 beers from 298 Sosa. Appreciate you, sir. Boom. I got to see how many more beers I got in there. I think that's it. We'll see. But yeah, I think that's what it is. I think that's what it is. Going from Colorado to Brooklyn. Let's see. All right, let's see what these fools talking about. Let me go get my beer. Shout out JP. Shout out 298. Shout out Caesar. Oxnard in the house. Salutes to Oxnard. Appreciate you. Thank you for coming through.
report by the United States.
There we go. We got a voice and everything.
Despite being held in one of the most secure prisons in the world, Joaquin El Chapo Guzman is once again raising international alarm. A recent report by the United States Bureau of Prisons reveals that the former leader
You see, he's raising national alarm.
of the Sinaloa secure prisons in the world, Joaquin El Chapo Guzman, is once again raising international alarm. A recent report by the United States Bureau of Prisons reveals that the former leader of the Sinaloa cartel has managed to maintain communication with his children from inside prison. The story sounds like something out of a movie, but it is true. Guzman is serving a life sentence at the ATX Lawrence prison in Colorado, a maximum security facility designed specifically to isolate the world's most dangerous criminals. However, investigations suggest that even that level of control has not been enough. According to the report, the cop used visits from his lawyers as a direct channel to send messages through intermediaries. Ali Secuza, these communications allegedly reached his children, known as the Chapitos, who are currently involved in a...
Listen, man, AI, usually the voice is mad slow. This voice is mad fast right now. Wow. All right, shout out to Nix, salute to the ill gang. Appreciate you, sir. Cerveza numero uno. Give that up. Paparazzi. But this AI is moving mad fast. Let's see what she's talking about.
As the Chapitos, who are currently involved. It is true.
I gotta slow her the fuck down. I ain't never slowed nobody down before. Gotta slow her the fuck down. No, you can't slow her. Yeah, I can. Slow her down a little bit.
Guzman is serving a life sentence at the ATX Lawrence prison in Colorado.
She's trash.
A maximum security facility designed specifically to isolate, raising international alarm. A recent report by the United States Bureau of Prisons reveals that the former leader of the Sinaloa cartel has managed to maintain communication with his children from inside prison. The story sounds like something out of a movie, but it is true. Guzman is serving a life sentence at the...
I tell you this, they knew about this before yesterday. They dropped this information, maybe Monday? They knew about this, right? To me, this is public relations. To me, this is marketing. To me, this might be right, you know? To what Xavier said. I don't believe he was communicating with his sons. That I don't believe. I do believe he was communicating with his sons. I believe they knew it. I'm talking about why was it news yesterday? It was news because he wrote another letter, and this is them telling him, shut the fuck up. That's what I feel like. All right? I think they're saying that so they could dismiss and deny his claims. This is more of a, listen, you might as well stop writing because we on your ass. You know, because they have this information. It ironically drops the day he sends all of these letters in English and shit.
ATX Lawrence prison in Colorado to maintain communication with his children from inside prison. The story sounds like something out of a movie, but it is true. Guzman is serving a life sentence at the ATX Lawrence prison in Colorado, a maximum security facility designed specifically to isolate the world's most dangerous criminals. However,
she said criminals and then shot herself a little bit. Like, what's wrong with her, man?
to isolate the world's most dangerous criminals. However, investigations suggest that even that level of control has not been enough. According to the report, the cop used visits from his lawyers as a direct channel to send messages through intermediaries. Ali Secuza, these communications allegedly reached...
lawyers?
has not been enough. According to the report, the cop used visits from his lawyers as a direct channel to send messages through intermediaries. Ali Secuza, these communications allegedly reached his children, known as the Chapitos, who are currently involved in a fierce dispute over control of the Sinaloa cartel. The messages were not harmless. Authorities detected content related to criminal operations, threats to informants.
Messages mean more than one. That means y'all didn't catch it. Messages got out. Y'all shit the bed.
And even financial detected content related to criminal operations, threats to informants, and even financial.
Because here's my thing. The investigation was a year ago, right? Wouldn't you think whoever he was threatening, whoever he was talking about, they would know this by now. Maybe they do, maybe they don't. It just feels like something they had in the can, and they say, you know what, drop it on his ass today para que se calle la fucking boca. Shut up. Coño, man.
Coño, man.
Financial movements linked to money laundering. All of this is allegedly circumvented by strict administrative measures, specifically designed to prevent any external contact. This case once again puts the capacity of prison systems to contain the influence of criminal leaders at the center of the debate, because even though they are behind bars, their power could still be active. Meanwhile, in Mexico, the situation is not.
Shout out Upper Echelon. What's weird is that this is supposedly what the BOP said, but the prosecutors didn't say it.
Stable either. Since 2024, the Chapitos have been in direct confrontation with another faction of the cartel, which has caused a significant increase in violence, especially in Sinaloa. The internal conflict
in Sinaloa
reached a critical point when one of Guzman's sons allegedly handed over Ismael El Mayo Zambada to U.S. authorities, completely reconfiguring the balance within the criminal organization. Today, the big question is unavoidable. Is El Chapo really isolated, or is he still moving pieces from prison? Please share your opinion in the comments section if you're interested in understanding how this case is evolving and what it's... In the comments section if you're interested in understanding how this case is evolving and what it signifies for the security of both Mexico and the United States. Subscribe to the Broken Chair channel and turn on notifications.
You singing this shit, shout out to you, girl. Appreciate you. Thank you. You made my job easy. Let me drink the beer that 298 was so gracious to have copped for me, man. Salutes. All right. I don't know, man. Do we need a poll? Was this... Well, I don't even know how to structure this. Let me see. How many questions are there? I don't have a question that I don't think I question. Maybe we should just start with one. BOP said it, but the prosecutors didn't say it. Just feels like public relations. Toma pa que se calle. All right, take his pens away from him. Don't give him no feathers, nothing. Shy, this has to be some Asian AI, but do you think this is linked with Trompito and Claudia's recent beef? Do I think what is linked? This Chapo shit? Hell no. No. But what's their beef? What, he keep doing shit, she keeps saying que no, that she's not letting him do it? They got a new beef this week? She better relax. She better send El Rocha. They're waiting for him in the United States of America. They're waiting for him. All right? Te estamos esperando. I don't have a doubt that he spoke to them, but we'll let's see. We'll put up a poll for that anyway. We're going to run two polls. First one is, did El Chapo speak to his sons when they were free? The Chapo from prison speak to his sons that were free. Because he didn't talk to them in prison. Let's not keep pushing that, because that's what all these websites is pushing. That there was inter-prison contact between them. That's what everybody seems to be peripherally pushing it at. Not peripherally pushing it as, baiting with. Like it's happening right now. This is a year ago. Some of them guys, the investigation ended a year ago, so who knows how long it was. Did El Chapo from prison speak to his sons that were free? Yes or no? Let's get to the bottom of that first. Get your votes in for that. Hold on. Come on, motherfucker. And then we'll move on to the next poll, is whether this was PR or not. So apparently he's mocking her and the way he goes at Joe Biden, Hillary Clinton. Nancy. Well, I mean, that's what he does. That's what they do. He's mocked people with handicaps and disabilities and shit. You know what I'm saying? That's what he does, Brody. That's what he does. That's his thing. I'd be mocking her too. She'd be like, abrazos no balazos. Again, he could write a letter to Santa Claus this winter, and it's going to be news. He could write a letter to the, to the laundry room of the prison. It's going to be news. These guys need news. Sometimes I don't even edit these stories because they weren't really news. All right, so far, 100% say yes. He spoke to his kids while they were free. Hit that like button if you have yet to do so. Hit that like button if you have yet to do so. He should be writing a book. He can make some money right now. He learned all this English and shit. Shout out Viva la Ireland. Without a doubt, they let him talk to his family. Well, Ireland, that's a whole nother poll. If they let him or not is something else. It's a whole different thing right there. Whether they left him or not. Or let him, sorry. Shout out JP. Shot anything Chapo related, true or false, gonna generate content. La pan caliente. Well, I be getting people in the comments saying, "What the fuck? When you gonna stop covering Sinaloa? It's over already." And then when I cover what they want to watch, they come back and say, "Hey, what the fuck?" They're just gonna complain and bitch about everything. Shout out Island, Sub Shot. Great shows the past couple of weeks. Salutes to you, sir. I appreciate you. I'd like to think I've been batting 1,000 for about 3 years. Salutes to you. All right. Buen provecho. Who we got this weekend? We got fights this weekend. But yeah, it's definitely still a hot news topic because, as you can tell, everybody in the news runs for it. He turns over and sleeps on his left side. They want to make a news story out of it. So. Damn. Shout out Third Coast on the check-in. It's been a long time. We got APBs out on Vicente, Vernon Himes, Macho McFly. 323G we saw Friday. Shout out Third Coast. I'm back. Well, we're glad to have you. Salutes. I'm still here. You got catching up to do. You got like buttons to hit in the near future. Go and check out all the good shit we put out. Get in that playlist section and check out all that good shit we done put out. Hit that like button if you have yet to do so, y'all. Let's see what this poll looking like. Did El Chapo from prison speak to his sons that were free? 80% say yes. 20% say no. Shout out DJ Kilo. Salutes. Thank you for coming through.
Down with Tough just subscribed on YouTube.
Shout out Down with Tough. Salutes. For the sub. Could Chapo pull an Eckstein with all of them bills he got? What, like fake his death and get out of prison? And nah, he ain't got it like that. Shout out Third Coast. I finished the book you did with Annabelle Hernandez. I love it. The Trader salutes. I appreciate you. I'm glad you enjoyed that. Shout out Kilo. Kilo want to go straight to jail. Why?
You're stealing, right to jail. You're playing music too loud, right to jail, right away. You're driving too fast, jail. Slow, jail.
Look, man, Kilo rather go to motherfucking jail than the bathroom.
Put him in a fucking bathroom.
Shout out John Boy. How would he talk to Free Sons? Too much risk. A risk they say he already took. Too much risk. Risk to what, John Boy? Salutes to John Boy on the check-in. Risk to what? What's the risk? That he never leave a prison cell, that he's never going to leave anyway? He's willing to risk it all to change that fate, no? And supposedly they investigated and that's what happened. That ain't my question. I believe it. We got a poll to see if y'all believe it. But my question is, did they just release this information this week just because they knew they could get some clicks out of it because he wrote a letter and they want to tell him to shut the fuck up? Shout out Ireland. Build that man his own prison. Shit. Not here. Escobar couldn't have done that shit here. Yeah, the how was easy through his attorney. Son's location. Well, listen, if the investigation ended a year ago, who knows how long they were investigating? Who knows when he was talking to them? Who knows if Joaquin was still in the streets? Who knows if Ovidio was still in the streets? We know the other two are still free, right? So he could have been talking, he could have been talking through, back then, talking to them through lawyers. They've always done that. We've seen it. Third Coast just mentioned that we covered the Trader going to the playlist. I gotta get a shortcut for this. Go into the playlist section and check out El Traidor. I translated or read a translation of that book on this channel and gave my reaction to it. And it breaks down the life of Vicentillo and his father El Mayo, and that was what they did. They spoke through lawyers and intermediaries. It just is what it is, my friend. For them, it's possible. Shout out Achilles. Happy birthday, Shia. Whose birthday? And I want to reiterate, because I was lit the other day. Happy birthday to Big June. Big June was with us, and the boys was talking, and when they was done talking, I wanted to celebrate with Big June, but I wasn't lit. I was here for a long ass time. I had to get out of here. And it slipped my mind. But happy birthday to June. But Achilles, whose birthday is it? Is your birthday too, bro? It was your birthday the other day too. Shout out John Boy. True, salutes. Shout out Boss Lady. Just on here stuck in traffic downtown LA. Salutes. Head on a swivel. 77% say yes. Chapo was speaking to his sons that were free from prison. Seems like to me, most of them on Chaos side all cooperate. On Chapo's side, all cooperate with the feds. They've been knowing all about them. Seems like to me that most of them on Chapo's side all cooperate with the feds. They've been knowing all about them. Yeah. I mean, there's familiarities there. But there's a wall, too, Yeah, they work together. We turned in people together. Your turn. Straight to jail.
You're stealing, right to jail. You're playing music too loud, right to jail, right away. You're driving too fast, jail. Slow, jail.
All right, I'm about to end this poll. Get your votes in to the Ghost Watchers. We do not see who votes, so feel free to put your votes in. Also, hit that like button. If you ain't subbed up, sub up. And let's get it. Hey, bro, I didn't apologize for not telling you. And 8up J, thank you and bye. Salutes to Upper Echelon. Appreciate you. All right. Upper Echelon had a bounce. His phone died. We should probably put him in the fucking bathroom, but he was here for a bunch of hours, so we're going to give him a break. We could put up a poll and be like, has the phone ever died anywhere? Shout out Big Money Sonny. It's his birthday. Salutes to you, sir. Happy birthday, Big Money Sonny. All right? Big Money Sonny was having a good time over on Zaya's stream the other night. I was listening while I was working. Salutes to them. Happy birthday, Big Money Sonny. JP does his greatest impression of you all the time. Try to get that last dono in before I shut this motherfucker down. All right. Trying to watch my mouth around here. Not cuss so much. Let's get to the next poll. I'm dead in this one. 79% say yes. All right. Next poll is, did the Board of Prisons release this as public relations? AKA, shut up, El Chapo. Yes or no? Shout out Viva la Ireland. Shout out JP Shy. We both know I'm very successful, mi amigo, because I let you. What happens if the rule is, once I dead the screen, it's over. That shit goes up in text only. And TTS only. What happens then? See? Then you'd be like, it'd be like the wheel. Yeah, I don't want to play no more. Hit the like button if you have yet to do so. Salutes to all the new people coming through. We appreciate y'all. Again, we don't have a problem with opinions around here. We just got a problem with bad attitudes. So, salutes to y'all. I appreciate all the new people hanging out. Shout out to the tried and true usual suspects, the members, the wrenches. Salutes to y'all. I appreciate y'all. We hanging out doing hood stuff with our friends.
But I wanted to do hood stuff with my friend.
Hey, bro, how crazy is it for Chapo to tell his snitch sons to kill snitches? Yeah. It's probably a little crazy. It's the same kind of hypocrisy that I expect at this point. Same with betrayal, right? How dare you betray me after I betrayed you? What? How rude of you.
No, mommy's wake.
Fuck out of here. We got an APB out on Zach too. All right. Who we saw Eddie Jimenez recently. We got an APB out on Robert. Sean, may you explain the yes or no part? JP, I don't know what you're talking about. What yes or no part? Was this PR or was it just news? Did they do this as a shut up El Chapo? Or was just time to drop it as news? I was supposed to press yes on that poll, so 80%. All right, we one vote off. Oh, so it was... No, because it's 50-50. It'd have been 100%. Lo cagó el gallo.
Yo vivo tranquila con los peces.
Cagó el gallo. Cállate, hipopuerta.
All three-headed snakes. I like to call it a snake eating its own ass. Just imagine a snake with its tail in its mouth. Destroying itself. Sorry, my thought, but I think the Mexican government and the shadow U.S. government wanted everything. I didn't get the last line. Everything look here and over there. Oh, like they're distracting us? Yeah, come on. They gave us the Coliseum, man. You know? They keep us entertained. Are you not entertained? That's what they do. Back to 50%. Back to 50%. Well, technically that's off. We had a public retraction from Viva la Ireland. Yeah. Snake eating its own ass. Seems poetic. How dare you betray me after I betray you? You out of pocket for that. And we get a lot of that in the comments about the Flores twins. A lot. It's always somebody, with food falling out their mouth, typing in the comments talking about, how could they do that to Chapo after everything he did for them? How could he? Achilles, you sipping again, ain't you? You sipping, bro. All right? Está como Velez, un poquito Pedro. So with this poll is locked at 50-50. Get your votes in, get your votes in, get your votes in. You 5-1. Yes. This was PR. Shut up, Chapo. Yeah, they're like, enough with your letters. You can learn how to speak Mandarin. We're not changing shit. Yeah. Shout out Upper Echelon. I also feel bad about the comments for 8UpJ. Salutes to him for the conversation. Yeah, salutes to him, man. I try to get my engagement in the chats, give everybody their salutes in their hundreds, as when they drop their opinion, and not try to stifle their opinion or delete them or anything like that. But yeah, I think they're allowing themselves to be distracted from a good conversation. But at the end of the day, they're still watching it, so hopefully they find the food, the medicine in the food. So we'll see. Shout out to him for coming on. Shout out for the content. We appreciate him. Shout out Viva Ireland. I'm no snitch. I've done my 8 years for drugs in Ireland, but if I was in their shoes, I think the hardest man in the world would talk. Yeah, I mean, again, you got 3 ceilings. Which one you choose? All right. We are 7-1. This is looking like a blowout. Hit that like button if you have yet to do so. 7-1 says, well, no, wait. 75% say yes. The BOP released this as public relations, aka shut up, Chapo. 75% say yes, 25% say no. I'm dead in that poll. Again, we cannot tame the internet. The internet gonna do what it do. Best we could do in the chat is put them in the fucking bag.
Put them in the fucking bed, you might.
I don't encourage the slander. Shout out John Boy. I would say for most calls from the U.S. to Sinaloa regions are monitored by the feds. We're not talking calls, man. You talking signals. We talking about letters. We talking about word of mouth from a lawyer to a doctor to a friend to a cousin to, We're talking about straight up meeting between the lawyer and the person that the message is supposed to go to, because only he is supposed to hear about that shit. So, but yeah, I wouldn't doubt most calls from the U.S. to Sinaloa are monitored by the feds. I mean, I don't know how much of that they could just do. We know they do what they want, but I hear you. Shout out 3232. I'm back. Oh, thank you for rejoining us. Hit that like button if you missed it. See if there's anything in the cartel world. There's probably some ill crime stuff I'd like to get through tonight. Let's see. Right now we would have been only 20 minutes into our stream. Now that I'm starting earlier, we're an hour and 20 minutes into our stream. So salutes. Shout out to the East Coast. This is what I was going to do. There's so much to cover on it, Jardinero, and I haven't gotten to it. Maybe we'll do that now, if I can find the right story. El Pillo, the son of El Balta, an associate of Miles Zambada, has been arrested. They on everybody's ass, man. So I need to drop that Jay-Z song. Are you not entertained? Shit. Jay-Z would love to have my whole channel and take that shit and keep it. Shout out JMQ. What's up, everyone? What's going on today? Salute to you. We just spoke on Chapo's letters. And we did a couple polls. How you feel about a Juan Orlando Honduras president? That's the dude that Trompito gave a pardon. Another crook that they let out and shit. You get a deal, you get a deal, you get a deal. They are in the feds. Most of their families got moved to America by the higher ups. They're big assets to the government. Which is probably why they're like, hey man, shut up with your letters already. Here's the thing. Who makes these letters public like this? The lawyers, right? Upper echelon. You got some insight on that? He writes a letter to the judge. Who's making that public? The court or the lawyer? I would assume the lawyer, in an attempt to, sway public opinion. If we ain't gonna sway the judge, might as well sway the thugs. They're gonna do a Maduro on the Colombian president. No, they want to do that shit to everybody. Everything that's nearby, they want to hold that shit. Everything that's far away, they want to hold that too. And everybody pretends that's not what's happening. Everybody in their little cult mind states. What's up, man? We didn't do this the other day. Let's do gringo cartels.
No, mommy's wait.
What the fuck is a gringo cartel, huh?
English, motherfucker, do you speak it?
Jeez. Let's get it. Gringo cartels. How drug gangs operate in the U.S. The good old USA.
This is America.
All right. The BBC. Leave it to the BBC. What's this video? Let me vet this video real quick. Oh shit, got him.
Que los cárteles existen en otro lado menos en su territorio.
Okay, now he's speaking Spanish. We got, what's this dude? I forget his name. This old DEA guy, Mike Vigil, whatever. All right, let's see. We'll read it. Juan Mata Ballesteros. You gotta tell me who it is and why I'm looking it up. Throughout the 20th century, the United States was home to major organized crime bosses. Figures like Al Capone and John Gotti built illicit empires and dominated the headlines. But in their wake, the country lacked a single dominant kingpin in the illicit drug trade. This leads us to ask, given that the United States is one of the world's largest drug markets, why is there no single capo like El Chapo, bars, nor any major cartels comparable to those found in Latin America? In this video, we explain who is really selling drugs inside the United States and why they are rarely discussed. A few months ago, a scene unfolded in a New York federal court that captured the world's attention. Ismael El Mayo Zambada, one of the historic leaders of the Sinaloa cartel, pleaded guilty. He admitted that for decades, he had trafficked massive quantities of drugs into the United States. For U.S. authorities, this marked a historic victory. Pam Bondi, we got him. Shut your dumb ass up. Go get your fucking.
Now go home and get your fucking shine box.
Pam Bondi, a former U.S. former, right?
Your services are no longer needed in the community.
Oh, the bomb
Former.
Oh.
Former U.S. Attorney General highlighted a message that authorities in this country repeated time and again. Major Latin American cartels are the ones responsible for flooding the United States with drugs. However, this narrative leaves out an essential part of the system. The United States is not merely the final destination. It is one of the world's largest drug markets. And for that market to function, someone must handle everything that happens once the drugs cross the border. Distributing the drugs domestically, selling them on the streets, and managing the money.
Millions!
And this is where, according to some experts, local organizations play a significant role. But the question remains, do American cartels actually exist? According to an FBI report, there are more than 30,000 gangs operating in the United States with an estimated 1.4 million members. Some of these groups include the Arizona Mexican Mafia, Barrio Azteca, the Border Brothers, the Hells Angels, and the Latin Kings, to name just a few. Oh, I see what y'all are doing here. There are those who argue that these groups could, in fact, be classified as cartels. American cartels are similar to those in Colombia, Mexico, and Central America. The reality is that the world has grown accustomed to the narrative put forth by the United States, specifically the federal government, that cartels exist elsewhere, but never within its own territory. And that was true until a few years ago, when thanks to the cunning of Mexican cartels, they eventually learned just how dangerous it can be to operate within the United States. They remain the primary wholesale suppliers of narcotics to the U.S. However, for decades now, American citizens have been involved in the sale, transport, distribution, and money laundering associated with these illicit drugs. Although Esquivel believes that it doesn't serve the interests of the officials at the DEA and other government agencies to speak of the American cartels. If the United States were to acknowledge them as such, it would lose the political leverage needed to pressure other nations, such as Mexico, currently facing Donald Trump's threat of military invasion to combat drug trafficking. What they don't want to discuss are two very simple things. First, that they already have cartels operating domestically, and second, that they neglected a public health and education crisis that has now ballooned into a massive problem, one that is incredibly difficult to halt. Wow. Something big behind all these arrests. They are hitting everyone big all over the world, indeed. They blame them for Kiki's death. Yeah, I'll look it up one day. Take calls, bro. Eventually. Shout out 3232. Respectfully, I produced the show, bro. You know what I'm saying? We've taken calls before. Maybe one day we'll do it again. All right, we put up a StreamYard link. Right now I'm talking about American cartels, or what these guys are equating to as gangs. Nevertheless, there are those who don't believe that the organizations operating within the U.S. can be compared to their Latin American cartel counterparts. Primarily, this is due to their different methods of operation. According to Stephen Dudley of Insight Crime, gangs in the U.S. lack the power. According to Stephen Dudley of Insight Crime, gangs in the United States lack the power to corrupt authorities in the way that occurs in Latin America. He believes that their connections with law enforcement, as well as with political and economic elites, are minimal, and they possess scant capacity to challenge the state's monopoly on power. Facts. I think they're apples and oranges. Two different things. I'm not protecting one or the other, but two different things. You know? Some of these gangs operate in a capacity like Upper Echelon says, some of these guys They're not in it for the money. I guess it's like that in that game too, but these guys don't have that influence. It's something different. But again, they are dying to throw those distinctions on everybody. Call everybody a cartel, call everybody terrorist. Let the people make some money, man. Everything changes. Calls be good. Salutes Johnson & Johnson Company along with the Wall Street banks is the real gang, super gangsters. Now those motherfuckers, they get to talk to whoever they want to talk to. Okay? Chicas, champagne, all in jail. Fucking bankers and shit, man. Let's get it. The second factor is their structure. There's no single boss of bosses controlling everything. Instead, they operate as independent cells. Each group has its own leaders, its own rules, its own modus operandi. Their dominion is far from fragmented. Look at here, some Yankers just showed up, but we're not going to waste time on you today. Y'all still tattletelling? Who? You including me in that? Include your mother in that. You know what I'm saying? Maybe she told on your father, and that's why you didn't have one. You know? Let's see. Let me see about you. What this look like? Let me see. A year ago. Let me see. Y'all still tattletelling? Let's see. Trying to find you. I'm trying to find you on violation. You know what I'm saying? But it's easy. I just can make the decision. So if I were you, I'd watch my motherfucking mouth. All right. All right. We'll move on from you now. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate it. Make sure you tell your dad what your mom did, though. Make sure you let her know. Let them know. The CIA running games, South America, Central America, ask the Pentagon. Ask them two motherfuckers that fell off a cliff recently. Shit. They're out there. I don't think the other night we ever got to those pictures either. Let's see if I run into those. The pictures of the CIA guys on the ground and shit. Daddy Yank, you're boring, bro. You're not even good. Get to the point. Say something slick. You still said nothing. We're gonna have to get you out of here. You're boring. Nobody's family, especially your family, Papa. Especially your family. Mom telling on your dad and shit. You growing up without one. Came up with a single mom, so you're mad, fucking feminine and shit. Not a regular single mom, like one of them special ones. But you're boring me, so I don't know. Somebody put him in the fucking bench. He's not even saying nothing slick. You gotta do better than that. We deserve better trolls. You guys are not good at this shit. Let me go get my next beer. Good job. They cracked him in his shit. God, these guys are fucking boring. Like, say something slick, bro. Say something funny. These guys are just garbage. Makes me feel like a fucking failure. That the trolls are so trash. Wrenches are good though. They cracked him in his shit.
Adios, pendejo.
Your services are no longer needed in the community.
Go make an alt. Go make an alt or fucking talk through the power chat. Because if you're going to be that boring, you can't take my time for free. All right, can't do it. Shout out Eddie Jimenez on the check-in. Salutes to you, sir. Thank you for being here. Let's get it. Before I was so rudely interrupted by a whack-ass fucking half a fucking bridge troll with no dad and shit. Here we go. Where were we? Modus operandi, their dominion is far more fragmented. They control neighborhoods, streets, and even street corners. This makes them more difficult to dismantle. If one cell falls, others continue to operate. Furthermore, according to some experts, they owe no loyalty to any specific supplier. They simply do business with whoever offers the best terms. This affords them both flexibility and power. But let us return to the initial question. Why is there no major American drug lord? According to experts, it's not in criminal leaders' best interest to seek notoriety. The United States features a robust presence of law enforcement agencies and police forces, as well as severe penalties that would easily strip them of their illicit gains. Added to this is the fact that the very structure of the gang-based criminal system does not require a single capo to function. In the United States, there is no single cartel capo, precisely because the Italian mafia, which held sway in the U.S. during the early part of the last century, provided a clear example that a lone boss cannot last. Sooner or later, he will fall, and his organization will be dismantled, just as happened with Al Capone. Indeed, avoiding high-profile visibility is an advantage. The lower the profile, the lower the risk. Yet, setting these considerations aside, the fact remains that far from subsiding, drug consumption in the United States has actually increased over the past few decades. And cartels from Latin America, Asia, and other parts of the world continue to serve as the primary suppliers. Coño, man.
Coño, man.
Well, boom, shout out there. Green Light Gang. Shout out Shannon, half-ass bitch troll. Nothing like a troll getting sent to the fucking bathroom.
Put in the fucking bathroom, man.
To give everybody a boost of adrenaline. You know what I'm saying? Half-ass bridge troll, man. To anyone I've missed in the chat, happy hump day. Salutes to you. Listening in, but that green light came on. Took advantage. Yeah, he jumped up in there and hit him right in the head. He'll be back under fucking anybody who got enough time to make alternative accounts and shit. It's wildin'. All right. So, they're alluding to, hey, man, you call cartels terrorists, might as well call these gangs in Chicago and the rest of the country cartels. I don't know, man. They're not organized like that. They were more organized in the 90s, and they're not that now. Maybe there's a couple here and there getting money. The rest of them do that shit for blood. We need the soundboard green light. Yeah. I'm almost there. I've been doing a lot of stuff behind the scenes to try to make this shit better. And I got those drops, those green light drops. We're going to have to put those in there. Definitely got to put the green light sound on there. I'm also going to put, why you say fuck me for? Put that shit on there. Yeah, I think they're definitely reaching 323. You legit trying to produce the show? You giving me the info in the chat and shit? U.S. opening another military base in Roatan, Honduras. They control the drug routes. No, the U.S. now controls the drug routes. Right? We're big pharma over here. Big pharma. Shout out Trap Junkie. Salutes. I'm pretty sure them rich privileged people doing it too. Doing what? I'm lost. I'm on a delay. What you talking about? 3232, yes. Of course. Definitely need that 50. Why you say fuck me for on the soundboard? That's lined up. That's in the next. I'll get to it in the next couple of days. It's on the list, JP. Shout out 3232. I'm just saying, dog. That's a lot of too much fucking information.
Too much information and shit.
McKinsey Company. Listen, we saw Walgreens catch a drug case, and I forgot to talk to Jason Votrbeck about that, because he was in that whole pill situation, and what did we discover? That Walgreens was in on those cases too, on the same charges. And all they had to do was pay a crazy amount of fines and nobody goes to jail, nothing. Walgreens was legitimately selling drugs like a street narcotic dealer. All right? That's what they was doing. They got away with that shit. They threw some pennies at it. Take these shekels and get out of my face. Shit fell on the floor. Saying it's just gangs moving drugs in. So let me go back to your original comment. I'm pretty sure them rich people, privileged people doing it too. Yeah, they another one think they could do whatever they want. That's why they want to go everywhere, tell everybody what the fuck to do. Damn, JP, I put a whole new page on this soundboard, and you over here talking shit. I'll put you in the fucking bathroom. There he is. He's feeling rebellious. All right? Call me Darth Vader, motherfucker. We quell rebellions around here. You understand? Shout out Shannon. Looks like I missed out on all the fun. That it was cracking the whip. She didn't crack the whip. She took the hand. She turned it over, took the handle of the whip, cracked him in his shit. Shout out, you know I enjoy it. Exploding Pages was on the waiting list, and you know what? It was on deck. And it only depended on you being here and in the chat. And guess what? You weren't here.
No mommy's wake.
So,
I'll go home and get your fucking shine box.
That shit was news. That shit was news. But yeah, it's on the waiting list, bro. Sit your ass down somewhere. I got all this new
Adios,
shit.
pendejo.
I got all this new shit. You know
Bruh.
You know what I mean? I got all this.
What the hell?
Got all this new shit. You know what I mean? And you?
We do not care.
That's you. You know what I mean? That's you. Over there typing all angry and shit. Shout out Kenny. Zoraida, I hate when people call her Z. She has the smoke for whoever wants it. Oh, she'll put you in the bathroom. For sure. Shout out 3232. I was asking earlier today about Flores and 6ix9ine. Get them what? Get them on? I mean, you know, he just did Vlad today. I'm going to put together a video of them talking about him. I'm going to put it out. If he catches wind of it and he wants to come here, which I doubt, he'll probably want them to go sit by the pool and shit in front of the screen. Or maybe he's the kind of guy that'll come meet them down here in the alley of the YouTube and shit. We in the alley. Well, hang out, do hood rat shit with his friends.
But I wanted to do hood rat stuff with my friend.
But we'll see. We shall see. All I know is them gangs better start thinking twice. Because it sounds like they're playing with words all over the place. They did it to the cartels. They terrorists now. They're like, okay, so who's going to be the cartels now? Why we don't got an American one? We want one too.
This is America.
You know? I saw the FedEx piece of shit I know they hate to have their name attached to that shit, but gave him the death penalty. I don't remember where they're at. But I wish they'd do that shit tomorrow. Put it on TV. Let us watch that shit. Shout out 3232. I just moved to Illinois. Weather is crazy. You seen 4 seasons in like the last 10 days. Hit that like button if you have yet to do so, yo. They gave that piece of shit the death penalty. Shout out JP. Anyone call me querida amiga Zoraida? Anything but Zoraida, fuck around and find out. May God bless you. And when he says God bless you, may he bless you while you're in the bathroom.
Put him in a fucking bedroom.
No. 3232, you gotta calm down, bro. Así empieza el bochinche. That's how the gossip starts. No. 6ix9ine had Vlad. He was on Vlad, but he was on his set of his new podcast or his channel, his streaming channel called Facts TV. Oh shit, the twins with Vlad, they about to get busted. Most gangsters always get in trouble when they go on Vlad. Most gangsters get in trouble when they don't shut the fuck up. You know? That's when they get in trouble. When they don't shut their ass
Shut up, bitch! Shut your fucking mouth!
You know? Yep, saw 4 seasons, 10 days. Let the people in the back know, Kenny, she's not going. Shout out HG on the check-in. Salutes. I think we watched the same sentence to death shit on the same channel. Listen, man. There's a few things to talk about in the crime sector. Hit that like button if you have yet to do so. For those that don't know, I have a channel called Ill Crimes where we deal with true crime, interrogations, body cams, and crime stories. I dropped the link in the chat. Sub up over there. I'm trying to grow that channel too. Over here I cover the cartel. Over there I cover crime in general. There's a couple updates that need to be edited and put out on those channels. Again, I'm spread very thin between the channels. But when we do live streams, I cover on the live streams the stuff that I'm going to edit and put on those channels, right? And so over there we've covered the FedEx kidnapper. We've covered some of it. There's a lot more to cover. My understanding, it gets so horrific that there's some shit that I'm just not going to be able to cover. You know what I'm saying? But I want to, and I didn't do the whole trial. Maybe we'll do the trial together. I don't know, or the highlights. But they sentenced that jerk off to death, and I'm like, yo, do that shit tomorrow. Or no. Wait a long time. Okay, I'll take it back. Wait a long time. Yeah, but then we gotta feed him. Wait a long time. Let him get some suffering. And then when he's worthless, he can't, just get him the fuck out of there. I don't know. Gotta do something creative to that piece of shit. I just want to see the sentencing. Shout out Elizabeth. 6ix9ine will want mad money to speak with the Flores twins. Or not. Maybe. Maybe he see it as an opportunity to have a real conversation about some shit that he's talking about. I don't know. Shout out Ricky Bobby snoring again right now. Shout out HG. HG in the building. HG, Ricky Bobby had an update for us. All right? I'm going to tease the update for you, HG, and let you ask about it. All right? But I'm just letting you know. He gave us a very short update because he was, in transit. For those that don't know, we paying attention to what's going on in Ricky Bobby's life right now. Right? From the breakup, to the makeup, to the breakup again, to the new chick, and the fact that she ain't left yet. All right, shout out Roofer on the check-in.
Rewriting your resume.
No, I figured it out. Shout out Elizabeth. Sorry, I meant to say 6ix9ine would want mad money paid to him to speak to Florida students. Maybe. Maybe. Or maybe not. Maybe he want to, come down here and talk to the poor folks. Now y'all me. Hit that like button if you have yet to do so. Salute to all the new people in the building. We covered earlier. You can catch that replay gang. You can start from the beginning right now. We did the El Chapo letters in English. All right, he speaks English now. The Chapo letters, and we spoke on the communication with his sons. All right now we're gonna look at the sentencing of the jerk off that murdered that little girl, and I wish there was some special way for them to handle that piece of shit. Damn, you still dealing with the Tinder date? He said, and I quote, hold on, maybe I gotta go find it. Is it gone? No, it's not gone. It's right around here. Here's his update. Yes, she's at my house, and I've come to the conclusion this is my life now, and she's planning the wedding. There you go, HG. You got your update. Got the tea. You got the tea. All right, that was the update right there. I fucking lost it again. Where's it at? Gone for real. But yeah, you get the point. He broke it down. Yes, there it is. Yes, she's at my house. And it is what it is. We're married now. Shout out JP Shy. We all know I don't do trauma well. Buck up, Bart. Shout out Ready, Set, Go. Viva la raza. Salutes to you. Appreciate you. Driving home, be home in 20 minutes or so. Do you think? HG, that's my future ex-wife. Might take me that long to say something. He's under pressure, HG. Treat the scum of the earth inhumane. Que se muera ese... What the fuck is a cockazoid? Coño, man. Salutes to Reddy. Reddy got beef. Yeah, man, it's whatever. Like, I'm not gonna cry for him. Oh, you talking about this piece of shit too? I thought we were talking about the cartel shit. This piece of shit, that too. Yeah, him too. Absolutely, and then some. Yeah, you can do the same thing to the both of them, really. Fuck them. She got vacations planned. She has alerts planned. Her kids visiting at the end of summer. Oh, shit. HG, Ricky Bobby is officially a stepdad. All right. Hey, he don't sound too mad about it. He's chilling. He's chilling. All right, let's see what they talking about over here.
Choose. Okay, you can hand it please to Deputy King.
Answers to special issues. Special issue number 1, whether there is a probability that the defendant would commit criminal acts of violence that would constitute a continuing threat to society. Answer, we, the jury, unanimously find beyond a reasonable doubt that the answer to special issue number 1 is yes, signed by the presiding juror. Special issue number 2, whether taking into consideration all the evidence, including the circumstances of the offense, the defendant's character and background, and the personal moral culpability of the defendant, there is a sufficient mitigating circumstance or circumstances to warrant that a sentence of life imprisonment without parole rather than a death sentence be imposed. Answer, we, the jury, unanimously find that the answer to special issue number 2 is no. Signed.
No. No life in prison. Fuck you. It's a wrap. Okay?
Your services are no longer needed in the community.
Who the bomb clot?
Now you see now, you done fucked up, you know that, don't you?
Adios, pendejo.
By the presiding juror. Does either side desire a poll?
No, Your Honor.
Ms. Anderson, Mr. Goebel, is there any legal reason why sentence should not be pronounced?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Horner, if you'd stand, please. It's the order of the court that you, Tanner Lynn Horner, has been adjudged to be guilty of the offense of capital murder as found by the jury. Jury having answered the special issues, making it mandatory that your punishment be death, it is therefore the order of this court that your punishment be death. Before the hour of sunrise on a day.
Slowly.
Date to be determined by this court upon a mandate of affirmance issued by the Texas Court of Criminal Appeals at the state penitentiary.
It's Texas. I'm surprised they didn't take his ass out back and handle that business right there and then.
In Huntsville, Texas. You will be caused to die in accordance with the rules and regulations established by the Texas Department of Criminal Justice until you, said Tanner Horner, are dead. Said execution procedure shall be determined and supervised by the director of the Texas Department.
Shout out Shannon. Wait till he strolls the pen, them damn faulty locks, and then the COs get confused and open the wrong doors. Allegedly. And she know about the faulty locks. She be like, faulty locks, papas. That's what it is. No, Ricky Bobby's a wild boy. Damn, my brother, your life a novella from the weather, work, and your personal life. Rent-a-daddy. Definitely a rent-a-daddy. The saying is true. Once you go black, you never go back. What they don't tell you is you don't have a choice and can't lie. Her game is fire. She got you on lock, Papa. She got you on lock. It be like that sometimes. I've been telling people if I pitch my life to Lifetime, they make a movie. Nah, it be like that. Yeah, shout out Tere. I covered this case up through his interrogations in the police station. Or whatever little cinder block room they had him in. And he kept playing the voices in his head role. And I wasn't buying it. And he was writing shit on the whiteboard. Shit like that. And I was going to continue, and I'm still going to continue with the case, but then I read some of the transcripts of some of the things that were heard on a recording. I guess there was a dash cam in the car. And some of the shit that they were talking about and what that little girl went through, and that shit just broke my heart, my cold, black, cold heart into little pieces. And yeah, I already wanted him to get the death penalty just from the interrogation. That shit right there, man, made me believe that, yeah. As soon as I heard Texas, I was like firing squad right there and then, right there, boom. Shout out Real True Shot, love and respect for Toronto, salute to Toronto. Shot, I watched it with you. Yeah, well, it gets crazier than that. I don't like having unfinished stories, though, on my channel, so I'm going to have to finish it, but I don't know that I'm going to be able to do that part. I'll just briefly, boom, boom, this happened, and keep it moving. They can search for it themselves. Shout out Shannon. Texas has an express lane on the death penalty. I'll be straight with you. I haven't pushed the subject. She's only cleaned 3 of my 6 rooms besides my basement. It's nice for the dog, someone to be there. Like today, I've been gone 16 hours. But what's up with them other 3 rooms, though? Did she stop cleaning? If she stopped cleaning, then that's different. Listen, the point of no return is once she gives up her apartment. But if you're enjoying it, you're having fun, have fun, man. Keep it thorough. Puro memes. Let's get it. Shout out to Shy. Yes, I heard that too. I couldn't find myself watching it. Yeah, I can't. I have my girls, and it will mentally damage me. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. I think there should be some neglect shit going on, like with the parents too. Everybody, a lot of people involved. I just don't know the gist of all of it. Huntsville does not play. They need to just. I just keep looking at this little tie he got right here. All right, just 3 seconds on an untrained neck. Shout out Ricky Bob. Another female YouTuber wants to meet in Chicago, and I told her about it, thinking she dipped. Instead, I got people in Chicago I can't. And I told her about it, thinking she dipped. Instead, I got people in Chicago I can't hang with. See, she coming with you, bro. She coming with you. He needs to go to prison, life, then the express lane. Just a long time, just a lot of suffering, and then boom. Suffering, let him heal up, and then go do it slowly. Allegedly. In my imagination. That's not that, is that improper to say about a piece of shit that would do that to a child? I don't know. It's hard. It makes you wonder nowadays. It's kind of disgusting. Ricky Bobby, dang, you gonna get yourself in trouble. Too late, man. Boy, having fun. Shout out Zoraida. Happy almost Friday. Almost. Ching ching. Zoraida, I am, but I'm on the back road. Shout out Malcolm. That shit hurt me too. That whole situation is one of the worst things I've heard. I couldn't even listen to the whole case. Bro, I got thick skin and strong stomach. And I know what the ugly looks like. Just reading a couple of lines of that shit. It just makes me so mad. It makes me so mad that, I don't know. But slowly, real slow. Like Zoraida said, real slow. Yeah, sad and angry. Yeah.
Criminal justice. The clerk of this court shall issue a death warrant in accordance with this sentence directed to the director of the Texas Department of Criminal Justice for that purpose. Clerk shall deliver such warrant to the sheriff of this county and to be by him delivered to the director of the Department of Criminal Justice together with you, and you will remand to the custody of the Tarrant County Jail to await transportation to the Texas Department of Criminal Justice at Huntsville, Texas, and the execution of this sentence. I will sign this death sentence as required by law. Your appeal of the finding of this guilt by the jury and their determination of the answers to the question in this sentence are automatically appealed to the Texas Court of Criminal Appeals in Austin, Texas. You will be appointed a lawyer to represent you on direct appeal, and your lawyer will receive a copy of the record of this charge, of this case at no charge. You have the right to have a second lawyer to represent you on writs of habeas corpus. It's a separate matter from your direct appeal. Do you wish to have counsel appointed for your writ purposes? Yes, sir. Okay, then I will appoint you writ lawyers for that. Ms. Anderson, Mr. Goebel, if you will remain on his case pending his decision, and we have all the appellate paperwork filled out, I have received his acknowledgement certification of the right to appeal, and I appreciate you doing that.
Fuck his
You may
rights.
be seated.
Die slow. Piece of shit. She was supposed to be out of state for a week Monday, but got the date wrong. It's this Monday. We'll see if that turns into next Monday again. Then we'll have to talk. Yeah, you can be like, hey, man, you're going to have to start kicking in on this rent. But I got an apartment over there. Then you're going to have to stay in that motherfucker. If you want to visit me on weekends, then, you know, we work something out. But, coño, man.
Coño, man.
You done moved in this shit. Chris Watts. Who's that? That was the jerk off that killed his wife and his daughters? That they hear all the spooky sounds on the body cam? Between this motherfucker and David, dang, Sean must have did a lot of gangster-ish. He be hardcore and knowing what he talking about. What you know? Why don't you tell us what you know? Did you? Tell us what you know. All in caps, too. Tell us. We're waiting for you to entertain us. Hurry it up, though. You got to be quicker than that. What you know? Talk to me. You're holding us up. Yep, he killed his daughter, dumping them in oil tanks. Shout out HG. Damn, I'm just getting emotional in this conversation, having all daughters and a granddaughter, and I don't know what's going on in the trial. So that was the jerk off that supposedly the little girl had. I don't know if you know the story, HG, but supposedly the little girl had a argument with her stepmom. First of all, you 7 years old. You ain't storming off and walking out of shit. But who knows what's going on in that house with her and the stepmom, you know? And the little girl walked outside. Supposedly, the FedEx guy hit her with the truck and then panicked and put her in the truck and just drove off. Supposedly. And then he said he didn't know what to do, and then he figured, then he had voices in his head telling him what to do, which is bullshit.
Bullshit.
Did you didn't got nothing to say, man? Did you? You missing your opportunity, bro. About to get you the fuck out of here. Missing your opportunity, bro. Give these guys a shot. Not in all cap, Kenny in all caps, bro. And then take his sweet time. Oh, Caucasoid, now I got you. Now I got you ready. I hear you. He's here in Wisconsin, Chris W. You need to unlock one of them locks, Shannon. Shout out King Deuce on the check-in. Oh, man, Digi came in here to entertain us and didn't. That's crazy. That's crazy. It's on Netflix. You gotta tell me what's on Netflix, because I didn't understand F the code at Dodge and took this long. Like, I don't know what the hell you talking about. Shout out HB. So HG. So he took it and he didn't know what to do. Then he said the voices told him to take her life, and then he said that he tried. He said, "Oh no, I didn't hurt her," but that he tried to snap her neck and it didn't work. Well, you hurt her, bro. You was torturing her, and then he strangled her. And then at the end of the whole video that we watched, that was it. Then later I heard stuff about, again, I didn't watch it without y'all. I wouldn't watch it without y'all. And I want to get back into it just to complete the series, because these are cautionary tales. This is shit that people need to know, you know? That ain't no argument for your baby to walk out the fucking door at 7 years old. I don't care what kind of country town you live in. You know, how comfortable you are with your suburb. But then the story changed and I heard shit about shoe prints on her face. And then I saw a little bit of that transcript and I was like, yo no puedo. And then I saw that they sentenced him to death. No. Salute to that. Bruh, then I saw that, King Deuce, and I saw it on a thumbnail. And I said, is this an AI thumbnail, and I was like, oh, it's too much. It's too much. It came out that he didn't hit her, but convinced her to get in the truck. See, that's crazy. Yeah, you would have that information. I didn't have it because I stopped. At the end of that second interrogation, it might be, I stopped. I was donezo. And then that's when I saw the worst shit. And I was like, fuck. Yeah, we talking about the FedEx driver, King Deuce. But again, I didn't get far as you got with the story. I need to, though. I don't know that tonight's the night. Maybe Friday night, but I need to. Friday night I'll start because I'm way behind. I don't know nothing about the trial. I'll finish whatever was pre-trial, whatever was him, and then we'll cover the highlights of the trial and then be done with it for sure. I started covering it when it happened. It was one of the first videos on this channel. Maybe it's in the first 5, maybe 10 videos on this channel. It was like a 5-minute video. I was just mad. Little girl minding her fucking business. And just a punk, just a stain. That weirdo hyperventilated. Hyperventilated where? That weirdo hyperventilated him? Should have hyperventilated right there. Oh, Chris Watts. Watts is one evil dude. If anyone's seen that Gabriel Fernandez documentary, that was the saddest story I ever heard. Poor kid. Yeah, that was a fucked up one too. I might have covered that on Ill Crimes. Make sure y'all go follow us at Ill Crimes. If somebody can drop the Ill Crimes command in the chat, please. He said he heard voices of plead insanity. Yeah, fuck that. I don't care how crazy you are. Crazy, not crazy, whatever. Same thing. Same thing. Shout out HG. He gonna get it in prison for sure. Where has he been all this time? Has he been around nobody else? Somebody should have got his ass already. Allegedly. I watched it and couldn't keep watching it myself. It made me upset. Yeah, it'd be like that. And I'm one of those dudes that I could watch everything. Like, I'm going to end up getting through it. You know what I'm saying? But, fuck. All these sick motherfuckers claim they be hearing voices. They be hearing voices until they need an answer. And then there's no answer to fucking... The voice don't got the answer for you? No, man.
Bullshit. Mm-hmm.
Remember, Shannon, that we did see that during that interrogation, the good cop was like, yeah, oh yeah, voices, oh yeah. Other cop was like, yeah, but what about the voices, huh? And you keep saying you're a parent too. Would a parent do this? Fuck that dude, man. His bloodline, anybody that ever loved him, fuck him. She's pleaded for her life. Oh, man. One of those moments that you wish the timeline would change and somebody ram the shit out of that truck and get him out of there and smoke him and save the little girl. But that ain't the world we live in. Dog, this is an Epstein widow baby on trial. Not the little girl, but the grown man. You're losing me, Papa. We got to slow it up. Remember, I'm on a delay. We got to slow down. Teddy said, voice is my butt. He PC'd up if they haven't found him. Yeah. So, why? Oh, because we want the wheels of justice to swing. Well, that's the wheels of justice. You leave a bunch of hungry, angry men in jail with nothing. You give them the opportunity to fuck up an abuser like him. And we good. Justice. He wasn't hearing voices, trying to play that insanity role. Facts. He's just a predator. Opportunist. And how is this the first time? I saw IG post people walking out and jurors were crying. No shit. I couldn't have been no juror. Every time the evidence got too crazy, I'd be like, get him. Let's kill him right now. Let's get him. Hold on, let me adjust something. Shout out Zoraida Shai. No, unfortunately now, in a world of let me get my camera out and record instead of helping, that person should go to jail too, in that case. He been in the cell looking at his shit before he eats and couldn't do it. Shout out Eddie Jimenez. I'm with you, bro. Bet this motherfucker's tied up to some cold cases. Papa, you don't just be after that either one time. You ain't never been, I guess he probably walked around looking for that opportunity his whole life. That shit probably checked all the boxes for him. But I don't know that could be his first time. But you're right, Eddie. He probably locked into some, what's it called? Cold cases. Shout out Reddy. Chopped and screwed. What, the messages? That part got me. Who knows if that was his first time? Nah, they need to keep investigating. Keep his DNA on record. It's such a catch-22 though with this death sentence shit, because you don't believe he should have any life after what he's done, but you also feel like it's too easy. I'm scared of that shit. 298, that jury duty shit. I go in there and be like, I don't like the police. I think he's guilty already, this fucking guy. You put me in this case, every time they brought up something, let's do it right now. Shout out 298. I had jury duty one time when I went to teen court. I was giving Higgins the max hours of community service. Y'all had clean roads for a year off 298's recommendation. Fuck, dude. I think, listen, we're in a world where we got people going crazy doing whatever they want. There's the Secretary of War jerk off and all of that shit. Well, I think we need a we need an executioner. I think you should just give Cain Velasquez blanket immunity. And just let him in there with dude. Here's the problem. Kane is too nice. That shit'll bear on his soul. You need somebody in there that feels like, well, I'm sure he feels that way, but taking that much life will probably bear his soul. You need one of them guys that feel like it's a crusade for him. He's doing the work of the Lord by getting these bitch-ass punks off the planet. In a comic book somewhere. Something that I wrote. It's a very sad, cold world we live in. Yeah, everybody wants to tell us it's not. Everybody on Instagram, they don't show that part. It's like Jay said, they don't talk about when they crying in prison. And then we got to get back into this story, man. It's gonna be rough. Y'all let me know how y'all want to do it. I'm not gonna do it live if y'all are not gonna join me, right? I'll just do it on my own and make videos out of it. Y'all let me know if y'all want that to be a live stream or not. But yeah, someone who gets the joy out of it. Yeah. Like the Bear Jew. Yeah, motherfucking what's it called? Inglourious Bastards. I agree. It's becoming more and more frequent. Our morals are on a downward spiral. Or has it been that way and we just didn't see it? Now we get to see it. I don't know. I think it's been that way. I think it's been worse. Vic Mackey from the Shield. I got to get on the Shield. Shout out 298. Then my ass got the max hours. They was trying to make me wash the cop cars for our local police to put. Then you got the max hours? Look, I got you. You drop some karma on your ass, 298? I had you washing cars. It's a cop car. Let's see. We had something in the Discord, and I want to see if, again, sometimes I'll put the news in there, but I haven't gone through it because I want to go through it with y'all. And in Ill Crimes, I saw something. I saw this, and I don't know how true it is, but it says it's from TMZ. I get tired of looking at his stupid fucking face. I don't like the pictures that they keep putting up of him. Hugged up with girls and shit. This says TMZ reports. I need to find that report. Because this says this. I'm going to read this to you first. And this I doubt that this Instagram would just put out some bullshit, especially this one. It's a known Instagram page. But it says, the LAPD will have to release David from custody if the LA County DA doesn't file murder charges by Monday. LAP reportedly arrested the singer because they were frustrated with the case taking so long. What day did this drop? Doesn't tell me. The LAPD was frustrated at the LA County DA for not filing murder charges against David for the death of Celeste Rivas. So they literally took the law into their own hands, this according to sources connected to the case. Mark Garagos, co-host of the Two Angry Men podcast, told Harvey he had spoken with people high up in the DA's office who say they were not ready to charge David. But the LAPD was sick of waiting, believing there was more than enough evidence. The reason this could be true is that the LAPD and the DA's office and the LAPD and other organizations, all of that inter-fucking agency beef bullshit or extra agency beef bullshit, it's real. Garagos says the DA didn't have its ducks in a row and wanted more time, but the LAPD wanted to force the DA's hand by making the arrest. If the DA doesn't file charges by Monday, authorities have to set David free, which is not a great look for prosecutors. Garagos says the LAPD is banking on the DA filing charges quickly to avoid the embarrassment. According to Garagos, at the time of the podcast recording, 1 p.m. on Friday, well, then Monday done passed, so what happened? I'm sure I would have heard his goofy ass got released. But what good is he outside? You know what? The world ain't going to eat nobody. The streets don't eat nobody no more. This could explain the extreme show of force by the LAPD in making the arrest, that the LAPD wanted to make a statement and made sure some members of the media were there to chronicle it. The DA's office gave us this statement. Our office has worked in close coordination with LAPD on this case, sharing resources and information. We have no knowledge of any conflict as this case has gone through the normal process any case will go through. To that, Garagos says, how is it normal that you spend a year using all your resources? You go to the grand jury. I couldn't see the bottom. You go to the grand jury for months and the LAPD arrests without a charging document. And there it is. That sounds like some bullshit.
Bullshit.
Tired of his stupid face. Having him hugged up in pictures and shit all over the fucking internet. Let's see. Let's see what TMZ talking about. I don't see nothing new on that. Celeste Rivas' dad never met David nor received money from him. Let's get the quote on that. Despite rumors floating around, the family's hometown, that the singer was giving funds to the Rivas family, there's been online speculation, including on Reddit and Facebook. Bro, she was a fucking baby, bro. There's the family, I guess. Here's the father. Here's the brother. The brother don't look like he on no bullshit. I guess this is the mother. This is a baby. She looks like her dad. Jesus Rivas tells TMZ through his attorney, Patrick Steinfeld, I had never had contact with this guy and we haven't received any money from him or anyone in his family. That's it. When reached out to David's parents for comment, the attorney tells TMZ, based on the advice of counsel, they have no comment at this time other than they fully support their son. You made him. David was arrested and charged. Well, was he charged? With first-degree murder, continual sexual abuse of a child under 14, and unlawful mutilation of human remains. He pleaded not guilty, and he's due in court for a preliminary hearing on May 26th. I don't know how I feel about, about them. They keep posting up all these pictures of her. And I don't want her forgotten, but I want this motherfucker to fry. Ride the lightning. It's crazy if you do have any type of morals. It's crazy if you do have any type of morals nowadays. You wild. You what's it called? A unicorn and shit. If you have any morality, you're a fucking unicorn. Shout out official El Primo in the building. Cocaine Wayne salutes. Welcome. All right. We talking about these pieces of shit in the world. HG, morals have become a red flag, HG. Celeste Rivas commemorated with flowers at her gravesite. Oh, everything's news? She got flowers at her gravesite? Stop it. Video of him explaining the smell in his home. Timeline. His younger brother launches music career, releases. His younger brother is taking advantage of this time to put out a record. Wow. What a piece of shit. What a piece of shit. They raised a bunch of pieces of shit, huh? How about this? You didn't have a music career before your brother got charged or got arrested for what he did to a minor. Now you're utilizing all of this publicity around his name to have a music career. I think you should shut the fuck up.
Shut up, bitch! Shut your fucking mouth!
That's what I think. I gotta lower those a little bit. I'm sorry if I woke up anybody's baby. It's just how I feel. I don't see no reports of what dude was talking about, though, on TMZ itself. So I don't know that TMZ reported any of that shit that channel was talking about. Again, people are fucking liars on the internet. They're just saying whatever they want. They're saying whatever. What a piece of shit. Want to put out a record. A record. Bruh. You're a piece of shit artist. You're not even an artist. That shit's thrown around too much. Thrown around way too much. 100's up in the chat for y'all. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me. We've been here 2.5 hours. It's just about time for your boy to kick rocks. We talked about a bunch of pieces of shit today. Some are mad and want to get out of jail. Some got the death penalty. And there's the others that are awaiting their charges. Get him the fuck out of here. As the homies in New York would say, pack him up. Shout out Primo. Tell your man Karate J, I'm going to be throwing him an alley-oop soon. What's up, man? You ain't got the exclusive? What you talking about? What you got, huh? You got, see, that's first draft, that's first draft promotion around here. We want to know, man. Well, let me screenshot that. Drop that in the Discord. So, you said to let it be known. Tell your man Karate J, I'm gonna be throwing him my alley-oop soon. Alley-oop will say he gonna dunk it. But I'll let him know. We looking forward to it. Let us know. Make sure you give us the heads up. We here every Friday, 7 p.m. Central Time. Yeah. He holding on. He holding on to the goods. We looking for the alley-oop, man. We trying to see what you got out there. What's happening? But salute to you. We'll be waiting on it. Looking forward to it. It's raining by you out there? Your boy gonna be getting out of here soon anyway. We had an impromptu today just to talk about Chapo's requests and his misgivings. Shout out 298. I cumplido mi condena. Oh, shit. Shout out Zoraida Shah. His parents are pieces of shit. There are pictures of her and David's mom together. How could she not tell she was a baby? Bullshit.
Bullshit.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
They were at the concert, sitting next to each other, no? And she's sitting next to the brother that just put out a song. Shout out there to Shy, my baby moving up to yellow belt already. That's it. Congratulations. On the move. All right, on the move. Get them promotions. She's gonna learn how to break some shit. A little bit older, just a little bit. Try to see what's going on with the. She try to choke him up, break an arm and shit. Shout out Ed the Hip Hop Guru. Mowed a few lawns for the quick 50. Get that money, dog.
Millions.
She went overseas with him and the family. Nah, that's crazy. And I got a lot of questions too, King Deuce. Not just about the parents. Where was she? She wasn't at home with her parents. Where was she when she wasn't living with David? When they quote unquote split up, where was she? Who was she with? I haven't heard a whisper about that. Y'all got to be accountable too, whoever the fuck you are. Where was she? Salazar, yes, that concert pic. I was disgusted by the brother's info when I saw it. Nah, there's some real piece of shit. Bruh, he's taking advantage of this free publicity off the back of a 14-year-old child that was being abused by this man they saying he might have met her when she was 11 or 12 years old. Why? How? What? I want to know, where was she at when she wasn't with him? Evidently, he called her over there to do what he did to her. Where was she? Who was she with? Who was she staying with when she wasn't with him? Shit's way deeper. She just can't die the way she did and go through what she went through, and then one dude pays for it when there was a whole lot of people involved in this shit. A whole lot of people that are complicit. Shout out Zoraida. Tere, keep her learning. Karate, boxing, so she never feels vulnerable. That's it. Always know she got a shot. Once she got all them striking down, took that choke motherfucker. That's it. Shout out King Deuce. I agree. Yeah, it gets deeper. Her death needs to blow the shit open wide. Same way that Epstein's shit was supposed to blow shit open wide. This country has a short memory span. This country's memory span runs with the news cycle. It's sad and it's disgusting. I stand on it today, and I keep standing on it. The most unprotected human being on the planet is a child. That's just 100% pure facts. That's it.
At ed_to hip-hop_guru 8774 sent $9.99 on YouTube. And go show some love 5 stars on Google.
Shout out Ed the Hip Hop Guru for the $10 super chat. MarinLawnCare.org. And go show some love. 5 stars on Google. Salute to you, sir. I appreciate you. Alright. Shout out Marin Lawn Care. Get your mow on. That's right. There are numerous people who knew. Oh, yeah. Also was saying that the other day, like, everybody, the whole fucking Discord. All of them. Everybody. Everybody that knew, didn't say nothing. Something. They gotta do something. Shout out Shannon. She was apparently at a house in downtown LA. Whose house? And with whom? She was still a runaway at that point. Who was aiding and abetting? Shout out King Dude. Speaking on Epstein real quick, he was close to some Disney movie directors and on set with one specifically. I just seen the video on YouTube. It's we got to take everything with a grain of salt, but I don't doubt it. A punch of salt. A punch of salt.
At O.50 sent $9.99 on YouTube. Hashtag Ghetto on Assistant. Hashtag blessed week to all.
Shout out shout out OT. OT, you know that you gave the L Avengers, I like to call them, they like to call themselves the L Avengers, but the L Avengers, you gave them a much needed W that they didn't get in many moons. Right? You gave them a W. I don't know if you know about it. I don't know if you caught the live streams after that, but you gave them a W. Okay? Salutes to you. Shout out OT for the $10 super chat. Get you an assistant. Blessed week to all. Yeah. Working on the assistant, man. Me and Pickatrix are working on some robot assistants. All right? But you gave them a W, man. I don't know if you know that shit. All right? You came in here, you bought a bong rip while I was drinking beers and shots. And you cracked the code with the bong rip because that shit had me put the show down. End this motherfucker. I came up in here like, and I held my L and I let them know that they owed you their victory. All right, so consider yourself a legend in the usual suspects world. All right? You gave them the L Avengers a much needed W. But I was ready to go. 30 minutes later, I was ready to go back live. I was like, I shouldn't have done that. All right. Shout out Ed. Got to get back in the Discord. Make it happen. Make it happen. Shout out Shannon. The Epstein mess runs so deep, bottomless rabbit hole. I believe it. I believe it's all true. I'm disgusted when motherfuckers say that shit's a conspiracy. How dare you? The world is just as crazy as in the movies. Crazier, stranger than fiction. Shout out Shannon. At another of David's houses. Okay. Shout out Shannon. At another of David's houses. I wonder with who. Shout out OT. OT, he did it, man. Shout out King Deuce. No, he cracked the code. They were like, oh, the liquor ain't gonna do it. Run the bone rip. And I had already been puffing. Oh no, he took me over the edge with that one. It was a wrap. It was a wrap. Shout out to anybody that would like to join our Discord. The Discord is in the chat. All right, saludos to Zoraida. All right, man. We're gonna do a Velez check. I think we put Velez to sleep 2 hours ago. All right. And JP still lurking. JP might have stepped out to see who was down the block. You know, might be in them internet streets. Maybe I'm putting smut on his name, but we ain't heard from him in a while. You know, as soon as we get to the ill crimes, he act like he ain't everywhere else on the internet watching crime and shit. You know, like he ain't farming trauma all over the internet and shit. See, last time we saw him was a long... Well, he said, all I heard was the sentencing today. That was when we was talking about the FedEx dude. Look, JP hightailed it. Bonked the fuck out. Look, gone. Gone. Like a ghost. Right? Like a motherfucking ghost.
The greatest trick the devil ever pulled was convincing the world he didn't exist.
Shout out OT David, Chapo, this admin. All the pedals need to be held accountable. Put them down. Put them down. There's no fixing that. There's no coming back from that. It's done. All right, y'all. I'm going to run through the chat, through the top fans chat. Salutes. Appreciate y'all for hanging out. We got 39 on the list. Shout out to Ed, the hip hop guru, back in the building. All right. Shout out OT. Zoraida, I appreciate you. Shannon, I appreciate you. JP, salutes. Appreciate you. Tere, appreciate you. Shout out 3232. Salutes to Elizabeth. Salutes to Elizabeth. Shout out Ricky Bobby. Thank you for the update. Shout out 298. Salutes for the cervezas. I appreciate you. Shout out OT and Ed the Hip Hop Guru for the donos. Salutes to JP for the donos. Shout out 298. Shout out Marcus Peterson. Or Marquise, I'm sorry. Shout out Viva La Ireland. Kenny. Big June. My brother Oso. Pickatrix. King Deuce. Quasi. HG. Velez. Velez sleep, boy. Dormido. Fucked up. He been drinking since the morning. He had 2 big bolsotas in the other bag. He wildin'. Shout out Kilo G, Third Coast, Eddie Jimenez, John Boy, Upper Echelon, Xavier James, Reddy. Shout out Cocaine Wayne and Primo. Shout out Caesar, Roofer, Gahart, Tony. Digi, you a trash troll? We deserve better than these garbage ass trolls. We got 2 garbage ass trolls around here today. Shout out Malcolm Howard, JMQ, 323G was in the building. I didn't even see 323. Shout out Trap Junkie, Boss Lady, and The Real Truth. I appreciate y'all. Shout out Shannon, OT, Happy Hump Day. He's in an Overwatch position. Yeah, JP, he's standing in plain sight in his ghillie suit somewhere looking at some other shit. Smut. All right, I appreciate y'all. Honey's up to the chat for y'all. If you have yet to hit that like button, please do so. All right. We had a nice impromptu live. We'll be doing A members only soon. I don't know, maybe tomorrow. We'll see how it goes. I ain't got really nothing to edit as far as this. I might be dropping episode 2 of Jason Votrebeck and Jay Flores tomorrow. A lot of good shit in there too, so we'll talk about it. Shout out 3232. King Deuce, y'all have a good night, morning. Be safe, everyone. Stay away from them people out here wasting air. There's a lot of them, boy. Gotta get their ass out the way. Both administrations are horrible, I agree. The system is horrible. It's a piece of shit. People are duped into it. Shout out Zorada Shai. Great live as always. Blessings. Get you some good dinner and try some rest. Try to get some rest. Will do. We'll do. I'm gonna try to do nothing, but I don't know how that's gonna work. It's kind of early. This 7 o'clock shit is gonna have me working more afterwards. So we'll see. Cause right now, and this new diet, the energy is crazy. I felt like I was walking in the mud before. So I can't really go back to doing things how I was doing them. I didn't feel this good. So I might get straight to work. We'll see. Shout out 3232. Good night. Appreciate you. Shout out Viva La Ireland. Good night. God bless everyone. Stay vigilant indeed. Have a good night. Let's see what we got here. There you go. Ed's in the Discord showing off his nice little lawn care over there. Got some lines going on over there. Shout out Viva La Ireland. Later. Have a good one. Ain't it like daytime for you over there? Have a good day. Where's the Australia buddy? What was buddy's name? He used to come in here and talk about happy good Wednesday Arvo. Shout out to that side glad. Yeah. Mad energy. Like, well, I said, man, I was walking through the fucking mud, man. And still killing it. So, imagínate. Yeah. Can't go back, make adjustments. Have some fun every now and then, but can't go back. Chats, blessings. Have a good night. Y'all have a great night, man. I appreciate y'all. I'll see y'all in the Discord. If not, I'll see y'all Friday. Please, if you haven't seen the first video of Jason Votrbeck and Jay Flores, please go check it out. Hit the like button. Leave a comment. And then episode 2 will be dropping tomorrow or Friday. We'll see how, as long as episode 1 keeps climbing, I'll wait. Let that do its work. All right, hundreds up. I appreciate y'all. And happy birthday to Big Money Sonny. And before JP could pull off the Big Money Sonny, shout out Shannon. Good night, everyone. I have outpatient surgery in the AM. Keep your heads up and on a swivel. Handle your business. Heal up quickly. Have a great morning. Check in with us as soon as you can. We appreciate you. Shout out Shannon. Shout out Big June. Thank you, Shy. Have a good one, bro. Salutes to you too. Shout out Zoraida. Don't forget to drop your like if you haven't already. Shout out Viva La Ireland. Almost 4 a.m. here. One eye open watching this shit. It be like that. I be like that watching somebody else's shit. So salute to you. I appreciate you staying up with us. Have a good night, man. Get you some rest. Shout out Zoraida. And just so for those that don't know, when I say JP trying to do the Big Money Sonny, what Big Money Sonny will do is Big Money Sonny will drop money on the homie Zaya's stream to keep the stream going longer. So sometimes and Big Money Sonny will pop up in the last second of the stream and keep it going. And JP be trying to do that shit over here, but I think we got him beat today, But happy birthday, Big Money Sonny. Shout out Ed, he's a 45th like. I appreciate you, sir. You rocking that 45? That's what you on? That jersey? Tap that like button on the way out. I appreciate you. We have 49. Might as well let's get to 50. Fuck it. Let's be crazy kids and get to 50. All right. Happy birthday, Big Money Sonny. And with that being said, I will holla. Peace.
At Putanevrix8774 sent $5 on YouTube. Check in. I'm watching when you started it.
Shout out Pete Never, our head of marketing. He pulled the Big Money Sonny today. Salutes to him. Checking in. I'm watching when you started it. I appreciate you. We got a couple little troll moments in there. Nothing crazy. We had weak trolls tonight, so you'll enjoy maybe one of them, maybe two of them. We'll see. All right. Salutes to you. I appreciate you. Shannon, my pleasure. Thank you. Have a good night. All good. You lucky I'm a night owl. Hey, I am too. It's early for me. It's about to be 10 o'clock. Let's get to the 55th or 57 like. Peace. Yeah, I'm with that. Let's do it. Shout out Shannon also did that too. Yeah. He pulled a Big Money Sonny too before. Just pop up out of fucking nowhere. Y'all have a good night, man. Peace.